Hello, I'm Allie, and today I'm here to read you a story out of the People magazine about my secret life, love, lies, and crystal meth. It's just one of those big, long pretzels. So one day, this lady saw this car. Kind of a nice car, too. Yeah, she saw this car. And then she took that car to the store to buy some of this nasty Chinese stuff, chip stuff. And when she was there, she saw this chick and these two couples, and that made her jealous because her boyfriend dumped her. And then she saw this girl that was on like a chair, but in a tree, and this guy, and she thought he was sexy because of his abs. And this girl tried to sell her this breathing thermometer. And then she thought she would buy this cologne, but then she remembered that her boyfriend dumped her and there's no reason to buy it. Then she saw this stiletto heel that had some deodorant in it, and a book with some deodorant in it, and a purse with deodorant, and this girl that has deodorant in her belt, and she thought that she would buy some deodorant too, so she could wear it weirdly. Then she saw Rihanna on a CoverGirl and decided that she would buy some of this CoverGirl makeup stuff right here, even though it was very expensive. And then she saw this girl advertising for this hair stuff, this Garnier Frictive stuff, and she thought, ooh, I might buy that because it'll make my hair greasy, and that's just hot. Then she saw this guy on a motorcycle, and she thought that he was ugly, even though that it was Brad Pitt. I think that's him. I don't know. And then she thought he was sexy when she knew who he was. And then she saw this girl, and I think she's the president. I don't really know. No, I don't think she is. Doing a hula hoop dance, and she wanted to join her because she wanted to join the hula hoop dance so that she could eat this lollipop with who's her name? Katy Perry, yeah, in this sweet shop on the pumpkin patch. She wanted to sneak peeks of these little kids she wanted to sneak peeks of these little kids picking pumpkins. And then she saw the Kardashian and this fat guy with takeout food. Which, if he's fat, why is he getting fat food? And then she saw a magazine rack that had this New Moon, and it reminded her that she needs to go to the movies and go see it. So after she went to the movies to go see New Moon, she was on set with these people because somehow they let her in the movie after it was already done. And then she saw this baby commercial for Infogrown Premium because she thought that her baby needed some, even though she doesn't have a baby, because she's getting kind of cuckoo since her boyfriend broke up with her. And then she saw the zipper and reminded her of her jacket because it has a zipper. And then she saw these people, Lindsay Lohan and this other chick that looks kind of ugly that's with her. And yeah, they made out. And then she saw this group of chefs and thought, that tastes delicious. They need to make me some food. And she saw this scoop stuff that had people in outfits. And then she saw this makeup. And then she saw this dude that's like trying to play this sport but doesn't know how. And then she saw these other guys that are trying to teach him how to play it, and it looks like they're from an old movie. And yeah, she saw all these sports people, and she thought, ooh, I don't like that. That reminds me of my old boyfriend. I better leave. And then when she saw this gingerbread house on her way out, and it reminded her of Christmas, and even though it's like Valentine's Day, she decides that she'll put Christmas lights up and put a Christmas tree up so she won't be sad. And then happily ever after, she found another guy when she was on cliffs, and then she had a baby and holds it in her hands, and it has hair, and yeah, excuse me. Then she had another baby and holded it in their hands but differently, and yeah, then she had another baby and was showing you guys her feet. And then she met, this was the nurse, this black lady was the nurse, African-American nurse. And then she had 0 grams trans fat because she wanted to go on a diet. And she saw this guy swimming and thought, ew, he reminds me of Twilight, but they're much hotter than him. and she saw these shoes and thought, oh, I gotta get these something. They look really pretty. And then she saw this huge group of people and thought, oh, that's my family. I better go stay with them, even though they are different and they're not my family. And then they saw these people at court because she thought they were the family, but they really weren't. And then she saw this guy, these people from the House of Night, and I like that book. And they have all these tattoos. She doesn't know why. Then she finds out they're vampires. And then she sees this person driving with a dog in the car. And then she decides to eat some shredded wheat cereal and then some of this nasty Mexican stuff. And then she decides to, put this thing in her toilet to make it clean. And then, look at this wonderful cake. She decides, I'm going to get married, even though I'm already married and haven't had kids. And then she sees, who is this? I don't know. She looks crazy, kind of like Lady Gaga. Thinks, ooh, she's cool. Want to be like her. Then she starts acting crazy again, and her boyfriend dumps her when she goes to get coffee. And then she sees this lady and says, oops, I don't want to be like her anymore. Woo! Then she eats some chocolate, and then she goes out and eats some of this stuff, and it kind of looks delicious, but probably nasty. And then she goes and buys all these outfits that the stars are wearing. And then she goes into some Pirates too, because, you know, she's sad because she went crazy again and lost that boyfriend and killed her kids. And then she goes to see this Eminem Kiss concert, and she falls in love with him and jumps on stage and gets kicked out. And then she decides she'll try to be Cameron Diaz, but that doesn't work out because she doesn't look like her at all. And then she goes to this Starbucks coffee shop again for some reason, and she sees all these beautiful people there, and I don't know why they're there, but they are, and she tries to be like them again for some reason. And then she gets these gold olding stars. See these wrinkly old people that used to be famous? And she wants to be like them for some reason. And then she meets this lady at an accessory store and thinks, she's cool, I don't want to be an old person anymore. And then she finds this ghost whisperer, and she solves all of her problems, and they all live happily ever after, just like Faith Hill and her new perfume. The end.